how to create your own Google Classroom. It's pretty cool, and we're going to start by opening up our web page to google.com. And once you get to google.com, you'll have a screen that should look like this pretty much. If you have a history, it might be in here or whatnot of your favorite places, but for the most part, it should look just like this. Then you're going to go up to these little icons up here, these bunch of squares, these pixels. And you're going to click on those. And once you click on those, you're going to go down to where it says Classroom, and you will click that. And once you click that, you can begin to start your very first Google Classroom. So I'll show you what to do to add and create a new class. You click on the plus sign up here, and now what this will do is it'll say join class or create a class. We want to create a class. So we're going to click on create a class, and you read and understand the notice. That's fine because you're going to create this with students, of course. And you put the name of your class in. So I'm going to put in sample Google Classroom. And once I have that, you can put different sections in. So for this section, we're just going to say second marking period computers. And then we can just click done, or you can fill in the subject area where it says computers. Just like that, and then you hit create. Now as it creates your Google Classroom, it's going to generate a passcode that you can give to your students. So this is what it looks like when you walk in. It looks like a sample Google Classroom. Now that's the first thing you got going. Now you want to share something. In order to get members in your Google Classroom, what you need to do is you will come over here and you can go to students on the top. There's stream, students, and about. And in about, it'll tell you some things, and you can add class materials. You can add your Google Classroom, your classroom calendar, or your Google Drive folders in here as well for the class. What I like to do is I go in here to students, and it gives me this code right over here. And that's the code. Once your students log in with their Google account, they can join the class using that code. Another thing you can do is you can set permissions. And what I like to do when I set permissions is I say the only one who can post or comment is the teacher. Now this depends on the grade level that you're using or teaching, or it depends on what you're trying to do with your classroom. I usually teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, so I like to kind of control the comments, and I like to control the post, because sometimes students, they just get silly and they'll have conversations with each other, and before you know it, your entire classroom can be loaded up with comments. So I try to control that as best I can. So I'm going to click that here. And then for actions, which we'll get into when we have more stuff, but right now I'm just going to show you how we do that. And to invite students, you can do it two ways. Like I said, you can give everybody the class code right over here, and then you can invite the students. Very simple. You can type their emails in here, or their names if they're in a system. Like in our school system, everybody's in our district, everybody's already in. So if you type their student IDs, what'll happen is it'll start generating their email, and then you can just keep going. So that, for the most part, is how we create our first Google Classroom. Very simple, and you can also do a couple of things with this, which I'll get into on the next video. Hope you enjoyed.